Are you scoping out where you want to sit for the day?
Well, I was just thinking that if I actually could deliver on promises that I made to you, where I told you one day that I loved you enough that I'd get out of bed early, 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever it takes, and come out here and get set up so we can get a sunrise. I mean, it doesn't get any more east than the east coast of Florida, and there's the sun there, so I'm thinking it's tracking, low, so we could sit right in here and put the tripod on one of these rocks here, and you could give me like a foot massage for a couple hours until the sun comes up, and you'd like that, wouldn't you, Eddie?
Okay. Anyway, that promise was kept, and we did get up before the sun one day. We are still in St. Augustine, and in a previous video, we showed you our touring of the historical downtown St. Augustine. Now in this video, we're going to show you a lot of the things we did near St. Augustine that we could actually ride our bikes to, or even just walk from the KOA where we were staying. Hope you enjoy.
Will you wake with me? Sunrise, sunrise, sunrise. Will you wake with me for the moonlight, moonlight, moonlight? How will they both be held? Folding limbs as last lights fade.
So it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and picture yourself walking into the Atlantic Ocean with no one around to save you except yourself. And how frickin' cold it must be, because I have on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a fleece, and a puffy jacket. But it is beautiful, and something that you'll always remember your whole life when you experience it. Here's Sue. My back wasn't good enough to carry 2 chairs, only one. Guess whose chair that was?
Won't you wait with me for the sunrise, sunrise, sunrise? Holding close to me in the one light, one light, one light. Long ago, far from here, dust to dust, no dust near.
Totally enjoying the sunrise. It was 45 when we got here. You can feel it's warming up. The sun is up.
Who's sitting there?
It's perfect. It's my best friend right here. Wow.
You heard it, folks. Just a friend. Great. Great. That's what happens when you get married. I used to be a boyfriend.
All right, we are in St. Augustine at the KOA, and we are heading into St. Augustine historical area. Mark is up early today. We're going to be hitting a coffee shop, check out the fort. Do you remember the name of it?
No. St. Augustine Fort.
Okay.
And if you're not too sharp yet this morning, you might notice that we're actually riding our bikes there.
Yeah.
And that's why I have the same shirt on that I always have when I ride my bike.
We're going to buy him a new yellow shirt.
Yes.
And what's really nice is we're going to be pretty much all on sidewalk or path, not on the road. And it's only like a 25-minute bike ride into downtown historical St. Augustine.
Yeah.
So let's go. I'm ready for a coffee shop. My happy place. All right, we've got a little delay here. We realized that our helmets were not charged. So we're going to go grab a charger and plug it in, hopefully at the coffee shop. And then Mark realized that his iPod that he uses for music isn't charged either. We were not prepared. We're out of practice. Okay, you can hear him in my helmet. Our helmet's good for now, but not for long. So, all right, delay. We really do like the location of this KOA. It is only a 21-minute ride on our bike to the downtown St. Augustine, and we get to go down A1A and cross over this beautiful bridge. We're heading over to a coffee shop, the Realty Cafe in St. Augustine. So once again, I just want to mention how we really enjoyed our helmets where we can talk to each other. And here we're going to let you dip in on some of our incredibly intellectual conversations that we have.
Yeah, but I mean, wings are basically the throwaway product from a chicken. And, okay, basically it's all the grease that makes them taste good.
All right. And as you can see, we kind of switch back and forth from riding on the sidewalk to actually riding on designated bike lanes on the street. So as we're making our way down A1A, we notice something that we didn't notice before. There's an Elks lodge right here.
Hey, here's the Elks. Let's check out the Elks. Go right here.
We're Elks members, and a lot of the lodges actually have places for RVs to park overnight if you're a member. So we decided to drive back and check it out. And sure enough, to our surprise, there were a lot of RVs back here. So I went online looking it up.
Wow, it goes way back here.
And they actually have 12 hookups available. Another nice thing is that they provide online camping reservations, which are really easy to use. So if you want to stay here, they suggest a donation of $30 per night. That's pretty cheap for, high season in Florida. And you can stay a maximum of 14 days.
Pretty nice lodge you found yourself in here.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Wow. Yeah.
They only have water and electric, 50 amp and 30 amp service, but they don't have sewer. So if you're going to stay here for the maximum 14 days, you better plan ahead. And now we made our way to the Drawbridge that connects Anastasia Island to St. Augustine. And as you can see, the sidewalk is pretty narrow.
Okay, wait. Once you commit to that bridge, is this a short bridge? Is that halfway? Yeah, okay. All right, once you yield to PEDs, may use full lane. We'll yield to PEDs, honey.
One thing you can plan on is to wait for the drawbridge to come down throughout the day. This is a busy bridge. However, it does have great scenery.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Catch it, put it in a jar to have and to hold. To save for later, you cannot trust it to come again. To wait for you to find a pen and fill the paper with the message that it wants to send. Grab it, hold it by its tail before it escapes. You know its ways and you cannot lose it, that's what you fear. So hold it up against your ear and very carefully listen to what it wants you to hear. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ooh, my kind of place, a little quirky. So you want to sit indoor?
Well, or where do you want to sit here?
Nice. There we go. Coffee House Realty Cafe. Sitting on the front porch.
Can we get a house again? It's got to have a porch.
Yeah, put a swing on it too. With the garden like that.
And a gardener.
I'm the gardener.
You know, you're supposed to be enjoying yourself, and you're like a teenager looking at your rectangle of knowledge.
Oh no, I am enjoying it. This is my happy place in coffee shops. My other happy place is looking at videos of my grandson.
Oh.
He's my happy place too.
Yeah. You know what's my happy place?
Can I say this on the video?
Well, it's on full screen right now, and that's my happy place.
Aww.
Cheers.
My happy guy. Once we finished our relaxing morning, we headed back on our bikes and went over to the fort in St. Augustine. We decided to take the back roads through the neighborhood to Castillo de San Marcos National Monument.
Sue, you're missing the best part. Forget about that National Monument stuff. Bravo. 605 horsepower.
You ready?
Wow, this is a good picture.
Yeah.
So this says we are here. They're lying. We're over here.
Yeah. Where the bikes are.
Right. And there's our bikes. And if in 3 hours we don't have them, Sue was right and I was wrong. Okay.
Marco! I don't want to hear that.
All right, look at this. So this thing, apparently, whatever it's called, is this wedge of enforcement so that if somebody's shooting a cannonball through the front door, this protects the front door and the vulnerable drawbridge thing here, you know? So that's kind of cool. And then these hills go uphill so that when somebody's here trying to get an eyeball on the fort, they don't get a good shot at it, you know?
Eyeball and cannonball.
Yeah, they're like they're shooting over it, you know? Really cool. And the Park Service, to preserve it, they've kind of drained the moat so it isn't soaking the thing year after year just for the heck of it. You know, they're gonna fill it again if they need it. If they need the fort. I'm thinking they're not gonna need it though.
So this fort is actually the oldest fort in the U.S. and was built over 500 years ago.
It's in great shape.
Yeah, by the Spaniards.
Yeah.
Florida was their territory,
and
it exchanged hands many times.
And it's made out of that layering of seashells and crustaceans and coquina or something like that. Yeah.
Taquina.
Right, that senior pass did it for us again.
Yep.
I think we got more than our money's worth.
Yeah, even though we had to buy it twice.
It's all right. Look at all the times we used it. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Little drawbridge.
Yeah.
Look at Mark analyzing it.
Yeah.
Can't help himself. We're coming up. This is the point we were talking about. Got to get past here first. Wow, look at those cannons waiting. There's Mark analyzing again. He can't help himself. Did you figure it out?
The pit receives the counterweights. Okay, so as they're pulling all of this chain in, the counterweights are hiding and going back down into the pit to stay out of the way. And this is just this pulley system and the cables are just the mechanical advantage they need.
All right.
That's cool.
Got that figured out. St. Augustine was 107 years old when construction began on the Castillo. There were 9 wooden earth forts before this stone fort was built, and none of them survived. So they knew they had to come up with something different. So the Spanish militia took on the monumental task of constructing a stone fort that would protect the city. The Castillo is made of coquina, a locally sourced, rare form of limestone composed of shell fragments, which over time are glued together by dissolved calcium carbonate in the shells. This was never used before. What they found was when a cannonball slammed into the coquina walls, it crushed the shells it directly hit, but the surrounding particles simply reshuffled to make space for the ball. So the coquina stone absorbed the shock of the hit and the cannonball just bounced off or stuck in a few inches. I'd say the coquina was a success. Right, it may look like I'm coming over here to check out the cannon, but really, I'm here to check out our bikes. Oh, we got other people parking there. All right, still intact.
You know, Sue, you and I have been to a lot of forts, and you got to admit, some forts are better than other forts. Like, take for instance this one. If you were stationed at this fort and you wanted to, you know, just relax and lay down and get a tan, you could choose to lay down on one of these benches and, you know, watch to make sure you don't get sunburned. Okay. You've got palm trees in the background. You don't have to worry about a lot of work here, because if you look here, it's not like it's a dirt road or anything. You know, you sweep it up once a week, you're good. All of your cannons are all lined up. But here's the best part of this place, is that on Friday nights, if you were a good employee during the week, they had Pizza Fridays with the pizza oven they had down there. So that was always something to look forward to. One thing you can count on in the OGM channel is we do our research before we start telling you about a particular attraction that we're visiting.
Oh my God. Well, you got that one right, I'm sure. There he is, still inspecting.
You know, you wonder how much of this was a reproduction of what it really was, or just a recreation of fantasy. You know, this has obviously been
the new stuff
made, but I mean, it's very authentic with
how they did it.
Well, with pull pins, with the nails that are goofy like that, and then you lift this up and you're able to take the cannon out when it's got to be remachined or fixed up. So on the engineering section of the OGM channel today, I'd like to give Sue a congratulatory certificate of engineering, because I looked at this a number of times and I thought, something I'm sticking in the end of the cannon or something like that. And unbelievable how well versed she is in understanding how this thing works, that this extra dead weight here always makes it want to go down around the pivot point, and just by pulling these wedges out in a different combination, you can get infinite angle of shooting. You know, you're looking through here and you know, and they're going 15 degrees aft and forward and starboard, matey. You know, and then you just, you know, start pulling on here and change the angle.
Matey? You're not on the ocean, honey.
Come on, honey. I'm congratulating. Good job. I'm going to give you a big, wet, sloppy kiss.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Just checking in. Bikes are still there. Not that I could really do anything if they weren't. And now we're heading out and on to the lighthouse.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Getting ready to go on the bridge. It looks like somebody had a little mishap. Wonder why they don't take it off. Look at the motor. Looks like it's been
picked apart.
Yeah. It was only a 2-mile ride to the lighthouse, mainly along A1A, but then we ducked into some neighborhoods until we got to the lighthouse.
Nice secure wooden bike rack.
We were like, there's so few bike racks in St. Augustine. I
Yeah.
understand why that is.
Yeah.
Good point.
I've never been anywhere where there's been so, like, we looked all over it.
Right, looks like we are ready to go. So we paid our admission, grabbed our brochure, and started in. They really wanted to make sure that you knew what you were getting into, because on the brochure it says it has 219 steps. This lighthouse is an active working lighthouse.
The lightkeeper didn't really have that long of a walk to work. Not much of a commute. Pretty sure he didn't own a car. He was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's at work. He could literally sleep till 5 to 8, and then he could show up at 8 o'clock.
It took 3 years to build the St. Augustine Lighthouse. And in 1874, this lighthouse was completed.
Should have did my stretching exercises before I came in.
This is St. Augustine's oldest surviving brick structure. Florida's soft sand posed a serious problem for building lighthouses, which were too heavy for the land to support and would collapse only after about a year or two. But the St. Augustine coquina and shell base provided a firm foundation, and therefore, it's still standing.
When you travel like we do, you learn a lot of things. And on the channel, a number of times you've seen me eating a cinnamon roll. And I might have just learned a lesson coming to the lighthouse here. We're going to climb up 219 steps. And yet, we're only going to burn 24 calories. And when we walk down, we're only going to burn 11. That's only 35 calories. Yeah, that's like an eighth of a cinnamon roll. We're in rough shape.
So like I had mentioned, there are 219 stairs and 8 flights of cast iron spiral stairs that lead to the rotation room and the observation deck. We are almost to the top, where we can see the lighthouse original Fresnel lens, which you can see Mark just discovered and is impressed with.
This was worth the walk. All right, so starting from the bottom here, you see these bogey wheels with the swing gear and pinion turning this whole area at some controlled rate. Got a, fairly old right angle drive worm gear reduction or something there. Then we got a bevel gear over here going up with another ring and pinion. But now you look through here and you see at about mid dimension of that whole prismed up area. You see that.
The Fresnel lens has been called the invention that saved 1 million ships. Fresnel lens can capture more slanting light from a light source and add it to the beam of a lighthouse, making the light even more visible from greater distances. And when the lens rotates, the rotating beam creates the illusion of flashes to the observers. I read that the lens has 370 individual prisms and weighs roughly 2 tons. Oil lanterns provided a strong, steady light source at one point, but the tower was electrified in 1936, and since then, its light source has been a 1,000-watt light bulb, like you see now. The lens and all are pretty impressive, but once you get to the observation deck, the view is also impressive. You're overlooking the Matanzas Bay and the Atlantic Ocean from Anastasia Island. So you can see where we came from, the bridge and the historic St. Augustine. There it is. Wow. Good at you. You're way ahead of me, Mark.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Look at how fast Mark is going.
There's hamburgers involved.
Hamburgers involved. He moves fast.
We ran out of donuts at the top.
There you go. Okay. All right, lots of information given.
Yeah,
Ooh.
look at this.
We're
This
both
is like
in the same
This
video.
is like the bean honey in Chicago.
Chicago. That's right. Like always, you exit through the gift shop.
Yep. So do you think we had them locked up good enough, honey?
They're still here. Good job, Mark.
Thanks, honey. This is the nuclear engineer way to lock your bike.
And then there was a farmer's market just 1 mile away from our KOA.
Pretty good today, honey.
Oh my God, you got the video on. I'm thinking we need a picture of you by that sign, the street sign.
So, True Confessions on the OGM channel. One of my favorite songs was by Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. And because I didn't understand the words properly, when I would sing the song to myself, I always thought it was A1A Beastron Avenue. You know, Beastron, whatever the heck that means. And now I find out that it's A1A. Well, this is Beachfront Boulevard, but we have also found a Beachfront Avenue. So now I've got to start getting used to A1A Beachfront Avenue. This is tough. This is tough to reprogram a brain that's 69 and a half years old.
It is Wednesday morning at St Augustine Beach, actually, right down by, what is this, St. John's Pier. And every Wednesday morning they have a farmer's market, as you can see. It's pretty darn big. It's not just food, produce, it's also artists are here. I hear music, entertainment.
Yeah.
Pretty nice on a Wednesday morning.
Right, and the cool thing is that it's at A1A Beach Boulevard Avenue.
Oh my God. Enough.
Let's go get some goat milk.
No, goat milk soap.
Oh, okay.
We saw goat milk soap. We're on the hunt for it. And then, believe it or not, there's another farmer's market. Again, just a little over a mile from our KOA so we could walk. And this time it's on Saturday at the amphitheater. Right, it is a Saturday morning in St. Augustine and we're hitting the farmer's market. Today it's at the amphitheater. We did the Wednesday one that was down by St. John's Pier. But look back here. Right now they've got a circus going on for the next couple weeks.
You were pointing to me and you were saying something
You're
about
a circus, yeah.
Yeah.
So Mark is not in the circus. But we're going to
Sometimes
check.
I am.
Yeah, we're going to check out the farmers market and the amphitheater. The amphitheater is supposed to be really cool.
And it's December 18th, 2021.
There you go. So we bought some coffee and a few other things. And over by the amphitheater, there's this really nice open area where they had live music. So we sat, enjoyed ourselves, and then after a while, we decided, let's go check out the amphitheater. Oh, this is nice.
I didn't want to get in trouble, so I sent Sue in there.
You were supposed to be covering me. Oh, yeah.
I was.
All is well. You go look at it. Yeah, okay, there goes Mark now.
Oh my God.
This really is an amazing amphitheater. It actually seats over 4,000 people, and they have plays here and musicals, and they really have a fantastic lineup of performers that have been here already, like Aretha Franklin, Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, and just so much more.
We're rebels, honey.
What are you doing in there, mister?
We're a rebel.
Citizen's arrest. Get over here. I need to handcuff you.
Ooh, okay, I'll be right there.
And now I'd like to show you one of our favorite restaurants we found. We actually found it after we did our bike ride to the lighthouse. We liked it so much, we ended up walking and riding our bike back several times. It's the Beachcomber. Oh, changing costume.
We switched from biker dude to mild-mannered YouTuber.
Mild-mannered. All right, we are at the Beachcomber. Looks like a busy place. We're going to get a table right up front, so we're not even going to lock up. that is just about it. On a beautiful full moon night.
Far from here, dust to dust, no dust near.